Thank you all so much. The next item on our agenda is the solidarity, the welcome speech. So sorry. The welcome speech by the Honorable Board Chairman of Stop TB Partnership Ghana. So I will now invite our Honorable Board Chairman to give us the welcome speech. Okay, let's give him a hand.
I don't think I have a speech to give, but I've noted some comment here to just speak on, and then we can go ahead and do the business of the day. So good morning, colleagues. Good morning, my cherished CSO heads, board members, and then our honorable CCM chairman's representative, who is also the vice chairman of the CCM Ghana. The good news about him is that he happens to be the immediate past deputy program manager of the National TB Control Program. He became one of the heavyweights in the private sector, directing forum institutes, providing a lot of technical assistance to the NTP, and also community systems. I guess that introduction is well taken. Dr. Nina Hansen. Thank you. Colleagues, members of the Stop TB Partnership Ghana, I bring you greetings from the throne of grace. Over the years, anytime we met, I told you, let's pray for the partnership. So as we move, we climb the mountains, we descend the mountains, the grounds are slippery, they are rocky, and I've always called for prayer for the Stop TB Partnership, because it also happens to be one of the most vibrant civil society organizations that are involved in the Global Fund in Ghana. And when the terrain is turbulent, many people will have their strategic reason to also want you not to become what you envisage to be. And so again, I will say that having come this far, we will need to say thank you to God for how far He has brought us. We've gone through the turmoils. I'm sure God has leveled the mountains, filled the valleys, and we have been able to have one other milestone after we did the groundbreaking elections in on December 20th, 2020. All too soon, it's already another 1 year, and we are here. And I want to appreciate all of you for your tenacity, and to appreciate God for our life. The last time we met, there was an issue of an accident, and we didn't have a loss. Is he here? It's not here. Okay. But one thing that I need to mention here now is, again, the loss of people we have had. We lost Genevieve. Right? Genevieve happened to be a member of the board. We lost about 4 members of the Stop TB Partnership within the space of 2 months. If you agree with me, we need to stand up so we can take 10 seconds solemn sigh in memory of them. May their souls rest in perfect peace. May the believers say amen. Amen. Can you take your seats? And that is important for us. In the last AGM, we came and we had to say, oh, we lost Gabby. Sorry to mention your father again. But there is always going to be transition. Some of us will die and go, and others will take over the organizations. The good news is that all these organizations, the people are dying, but there is continuity. And that is what we all need to begin to get awakened of. The other side of it is who is taking care of the caregiver. We are going around and about looking for sick people to treat. In the name of Global Fund, somewhere giving you some 10,000, 4,000, 3,000, and then you are going around looking for sick people. it is a very risky job we are doing. How are we taking care of ourselves? We cannot come to every AGM and say we have lost 4 people. If we are losing 4 people every year, how many are we? Won't that get to your turn soon? And it's not like some old men are dying. No. These are people in their middle ages. Generally, it's not up to 50 years. And the other people were 40 something, 52. And so we always have to check our BPs, check your sugar levels, make sure that you are healthy going around looking for TB cases. It's critically important. Otherwise, what we are doing, there's no welfare for us. If you die looking for TB cases, who take care of you? Who take care of children? There's no insurance system. So if we are health workers and we are caregivers, then we need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves first. You may need to be healthy to go looking around for unhealthy people. Because we are more at risk because you are looking, if you are an NGO that is finding 30 cases, 20 cases, 5 cases of TB, it means that you have come into contact with TB patients. If anybody is likely to be TB, you are number 1. Because you are actually going around looking for them and talking to them. And by the time you get to know their TB, you would have had enough contact already. So from me to you, from the board to you, let us all begin to get conscious of our health. Our health first. The Ghana Health Services motto is health for wealth. So if you go for death for wealth, you are in the wrong business. It should be wealth for health. So let me say, I am extremely excited, especially when we invite our colleagues from the various networks and they come to support us to do this. So I respect all of you for coming. God bless you. Let me acknowledge Chad. You are representing Chad. Chad happens to be the principal recipient of the community systems training grant. We are already aware. So I appreciate Chad on behalf of the board, our restorative partnership members. We appreciate your effort in working partnering with the restorative partnership. We want to thank the CCM, and we kept worrying them that we wanted to make sure that we get some money so we are able to support the activity of the AGM. And in fact, we have a very good vice chairman who is always working when the minister is on the run. And they are able to support us with some small points that can at least buy some breakfast for everybody who came. So, Global Fund, Vice Chair, we thank you and we appreciate this for the good job. Today's AGM is based on the theme achieving the universal, achieving the UN high-level meeting targets for TB. And this is a declaration that was signed on to by most presidents of the world. And His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo was part of that declaration signing. This all began in the year 2017. I remember I had to be in Parliament with Honorable Jerry. And we were advocating for, and that was on your platform, and we were advocating for, on the platform of the Ghana Parliamentary TB Caucus, the MPs who are interested in TB. And we all together advocated that we wanted the President of Ghana to go on to the United Nations high-level meeting on TB and also sign on to whatever target that the United Nations are signing on to. And this is to make sure that we bring TB to the high-level political agenda in every country. And so civil society acted, we did our best, and we got the president spoken to by the MPs, the ministers, and he went with a very huge entourage, though we did not go. Did you go? Even though we, the talkatives who were pushing him to go, we were not part of the convoy that went. We are happy that we, on the 26th of September 2018, signed on to certain targets that were set for Ghana. And so, today's AGM, now the fact is that these targets were supposed to be achieved by every country by 2022. Now we are in 2021. Over the years, the problem the Stockton Partnership have had is that we have not had resources to do high-level advocacy. And along the line, in between the lines in this year, we were able to get support from the Stockton Partnership Geneva, so we can engage at the highest level in the country and bring TB to the table. on Parliament table in the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, Office of the President, the First Lady, the Second Lady, and then we are able to make sure that they are hearing the depth of TB, they are hearing the gaps that exist in TB, and therefore they are also ready to talk about TB. Gradually, we are building momentum and we will soon get there. Now, what it means is that we have just barely a year to go so that the president must account to the whole world or the United Nations how he or where he has reached in the target that he has set for him. The bad news or the good news or whatever you consider it is that Ghana is still expected to find 45,000 TB cases annually. The target that was set for Ghana annually is not even up to 50% of that. If you Google the UN high-level meeting target for Ghana, you'll find that on the net. You have childhood TB, you have multi-generational TB, you have, all form of TB there. And the target are just simple. And it's very accumulating. And over the 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, we are supposed to accumulatively find certain number of cases. We are not there. Now, in trying to do what we have to do to advocate, we try to stop the partnership Geneva did what we call the community assessments and national assessment of the target. And they realized that there is a big gap between the target that was set for the nations and the reality on the ground. So that report came up and we all took it up, and that is how we started engaging the media in Ghana, engaging our own people, engaging, sometimes we engage some of you online. And we brought this team to strengthen the fact that we need to advocate for a national response, a national political attention on TB. So we can increase funding for TB, we can solve the problems that are hampering the achievement of the target. If we are expected to find 45,000 TB cases a year, and we are actually now not even finding up to 17,000. The highest we found in 2019 was 16,600. If 45,000 people are supposed to be found, we are finding 60, it's not even up to 50%, but we are around 35%. The death rate in Ghana for TB, we have a minimum of 34 people dying per every 100,000 population. So in Ghana, we are 30 million people. Imagine if you take every 100,000 population, 34 people die of TB. COVID has never killed like TB. But whether you like it or not, the world statistics are clear. A total of 1.25 billion people died from TB in 2020. I don't know if somebody heard that statistics. A total of 1.5 billion people, according to the WHO 2020 report. So that accounts for why we are telling Ghana in every 100,000 population, we are having 34 people dying. You can imagine, has COVID been able to take the life of 1.5 billion since its emergence in last year? No. But Ghana has declared even $100 million as soon as COVID-1 came into this country. TB, we are still struggling with gene experts, we are still struggling with how much money we can have to give community systems so we are able to transport people and then treat these people that become positive. We have come to this AGM, brought our partners so we can all discuss around and begin to think about the UN high-level targets, finding the TB cases. What role can everybody play at our level? Let's begin to think about it. Let's take the business of TB seriously. What I want to say is that the Stop TB Partnership is most placed in a tiny of the world that if there is any area that is expected to have resources, it should be the partnership, the Stop TB Partnership. Any NGO that is working in TB is better placed to be able to do things well to attract more resources. It's up to us to plan well at organizational level and at Stop TB Partnership. Stop all the kind of things we do that retrogress us. A house divided against itself cannot stand. It is spiritual. It is not from our forefathers. It is from Adam, before the owner of life. The good book says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. If members of the Stop TB Partnership will not unite, but keep. In fact, when I went to church the last time, the big man said, "But why are your people worrying me like this? Why are you calling them? What are you telling them? What do you want them to do for you? You have elected leaders, and the leaders are in charge of the movement. When you are going around saying things that you should not say, we won't bring you what we have to bring you. It's as simple as that one." On this note, you are welcome to the 7th annual general meeting of the Stockton Partnership. Thank you.
Please, let's do it one more time. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Honorable Board Chairman.